So, given that analogy, who's more a shadow of Batman, Bane or the Joker in the Nolan verse? Who do you
Punisher.
think?
The Punisher is the shadow of Batman, and Daredevil is the psyche of Batman, and Batman is the integration of the two.
Okay, so Batman's the more well-rounded.
Yeah, he's the
well-rounded of
lawful
them all.
neutral, whereas Daredevil's lawful good and Punisher's lawful evil.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if they'll ever do. Did you see the last season of Born Again? Because I did not.
What's
because
Born
I
Again?
refuse.
I know better than to
It's
watch anything.
season
else.
two.
You mean
Daredevil, Disney Daredevil.
Yeah,
It's the season.
Disney,
It's the season
seen it.
I heard that it's a Daredevil show, and Daredevil does nothing in it. It's
No,
all
it's
the
nothing.
women doing shit. It's all the women.
Even Kingpin is just this cuck to his girlfriend.
Exactly.
It's so fucking pathetic.
Hey, welcome everyone to your favorite bodybuilding and nerdery group of people on the internet. I am Gonzalo Herrero, your usual host. With me, my two compatriots, people, partners in crime, call it what you will. The medicine man. Oh, that's right. You are the medicine man. I like that.
I guess so.
That's good. So Josh, the master of nursing, medicine, and trend. And Todd motherfucking Lee, the master of fucking mayhem, for all I know. Medical doctor, biochemist, all the good stuff. Basically a one-man army of getting you jacked. That's Mr. Lee. So how are you guys doing?
Good.
Everything good? All right. All right. So today on deck, we were talking amongst ourselves, and Josh came up with the idea of like, let's see if we can revisit the 90s for a minute. It's been a while since we've done a 90s themed Geeked and Jacked episode, and see, and it's going to be interesting because I was in my 20s during the 90s. Todd was barely into his teens, 11 years old in 1990. So he spent his teens in the 90s. And Josh, were you even born?
Yeah, I turned 16 at the end of the 90s.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So there you go. So
basically, as a baby, as a little kid, and then almost a teenager.
Absolutely, absolutely. So when I think 90s, let's talk about nerdery. I mean, there's a bunch of shit that happened. Like the 90s were actually fucking cool. You know, when I think about it, it seems almost like maybe it was a combination of like crazy TV executive people doing cocaine and
yeah. It was
green lighting like crazy shit.
Left over from the 80s. Yeah.
Like they were green lighting some crazy shit that would never get greenlit now, you know, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you see something like Babylon 5 getting greenlit today with all those themes and those characters that were deep and all that shit? And they were pretty realistic in how they behaved and how they were motivated, even though it was sci-fi when I think of Babylon 5. Deep Space Nine was there, and Deep Space Nine was arguably really good Star Trek.
Oh yeah. There's definitely
so anyway, what do you
for
guys
people to play with in Deep Space Nine?
Yeah. I mean, and I didn't know this trivia that I discovered. Well, it was a few years ago, but it surprised me that Babylon 5 was a proposal for Star Trek that the studio did not approve. So the guy who wrote it went to another studio, and that's how Babylon 5 started development. The original idea was to have it be a place where Romulans, Klingons, and humans could meet, and that was the whole idea. So interesting for sure. So what do you guys remember from the 90s that you liked? Tell me shit that you liked.
The movies were very masculine. Demolition Man,
Shit,
Terminator 2.
Right. Yeah.
There's other shit.
Yeah. I mean, so The Crow was in there, which was gothic-y, but I think that was one of the first times that I saw a movie that had like Hong Kong style choreography in an American movie, like with the wire work and all the stuff that was a little bit more, you know, and of course, you know, the tragedy of Brandon Lee, man, that dude was ready to be big. I think that would have been his breakout role probably if he had lived through the movie. Yeah.
Did you see Dragon, the Bruce Lee story?
Yes.
I remember that part in the movie where Bruce Lee is like fighting this demon that kills the male, the male in the family, and he loses in front of Brandon. And it was implied that the demon like looks at Brandon.
Yep.
Wow.
And then, of course, Brandon died in a similar way that Bruce did on set. Only Bruce died on Game of Death.
Yeah.
And Brandon died on he died in The Crow.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you fucking wonder, man. It really does when you see shit like that. That's just some crazy shit. And The Crow, I think you're right. It would have been like his breakout role, probably. It would have been. It would have been something. He could have been.
It was a big deal at the time, especially here because it took place in Detroit.
Oh shit, that's right. It's Devil's Night in Detroit. That's right.
Yep. They even said Motor City Mayhem at one point in the movie.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Which is so like, on brand, I guess, for Detroit for sure. So is it like that, Todd? I've never been to Detroit actually.
At night, yeah.
Oh shit! Oh boy! So and for those of our audience who haven't seen the original Crow and not that aberration that came out last year, was it? That was terrible.
I mean, the Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's a good actor.
I love Bill Skarsgård, but I just don't speak. They went too hard on the Pennywise
at a certain point.
They did. Joffreyed himself.
At a certain point, you should stop watching remakes of anything. Like, I feel at this point, there's like an idiot test for you. Why would you go see a remake of anything at this point?
Well,
but they've given Bill Skarsgård so many good roles.
Yeah,
true.
He's been.
And he has been good. You know what? You're right with him too. Because he was in the Dracula one, and he was also in what was the other one? The Pennywise.
Was it Renfield?
Okay, yeah, so he's a fair reason to go see that.
He was Count Orlok.
Yeah,
he was fucking.
Oh yeah,
he was in the Stephen King show on Hulu. I think he was supposed to be the Antichrist or some shit in that. He was, of course, the best character on Hemlock Grove. He carried Hemlock Grove. I haven't seen that. That was his first role.
Okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I'm a Skarsgård fan in general. I think.
Yeah, those guys. That's a fucking talented family,
one awesome family.
Skarsgårdians unite.
Yeah.
Guardians Unite. I love that.
It's so true,
awesome. Guardians Unite.
Guardians, and they have all the archetypes. They have the older, wiser actor. They have the super jacked, fucking Viking looking motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Bill's in good shape when he wants to be. I mean, so
we know you can get in
they
shape
can do
if
everything.
you need to in Hollywood. I mean, just eat some food and other things.
Yeah.
So Eric Draven, Pennywise, Count Orlok.
He was great as Orlok too. That movie surprised me.
His best role is Hemlock Grove. That's what's so funny is nobody's a Bill Skarsgård fan unless they watch Hemlock Grove.
I'm gonna have to.
I've seen Hemlock Grove. I don't remember anything about it other than
I've never even seen
it. Good, dude. There's this scene where he yells at his employee, and then Human Resources shows up to him at his office and throws him out of his own corporation.
Hang on. What about the 90s? How do we get out of here? The remakes?
It's okay. We can talk. We can talk remakes.
Bill Skarsgård is the one to watch.
I was surprised Dark City made your list. That ChatGPT's most important shit.
I
was just surprised because Dark City was amazing, but I didn't know anyone else ever saw it.
Yeah, I have seen it actually. I actually have seen it.
I'm surprised the Lost Boys was the 80s, not the 90s.
Yeah, I feel like the cutoff for the 90s is the Batman 1989 movie. Because it stayed on theaters for a long fucking time, but still.
It did.
That's like really the beginning of the 90s, because that was when it was like everything popped up. Like Pizza Hut was gonna do Batman shit, so it basically broadcast the whole nerddom to the universe. Hey,
man, and let me tell you guys, those were the days of Blockbuster and fucking Pizza Hut and arcades, and it was so fun to be a teen. Bro.
You won't remember this, but I know you will, Gonzo. Remember when Gremlins came out?
Yeah.
And Hardee's, you got a record. And you could listen to the record of and read the book along with the record.
Yes.
I was just like,
holy crap, that's a deep cut, brother.
Dude,
I remember Gremlins, but not that well, no.
No, it's good. The fact that we didn't have shit like cassettes back then. We just had records.
Yeah,
so you got a record with your Happy Meal.
Yeah.
You got a record with your Happy Meal. That's how old we are.
I mean, there were magazines that would have you could pull out like a floppy record out of them and just play it on your record player.
Yeah,
we never did 40 magazines.
Talk about computers in the 90s. What was that shit like?
They would use the 45s.
Yeah.
45 speed for singles.
Yep.
So you'd have like an A side and a B side.
That's right.
And it'd be like the A side would be like the single you were buying, and the B side would be like the remix or some other song they're pushing from the LP. So you go
or
out
a
and buy
week
the
track,
LP.
or a week track that they wanted you to like get into.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
would buy
So
the.
they give it away for free,
Yeah.
and then you started doing that eventually with CDs like years later. But they started with giving out records like that.
Yeah. Huh.
True.
Well,
true.
yeah. Now it's like
So-
download links and download codes and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I mean, back then it was just different, man. It was a different time. There were really no cell phones except if you were like a drug dealer.
Oh,
or
the cell phones are
or
awesome
a
in the 90s.
doctor.
Weren't they like giant as
Giant
bleep?
bricks, bro.
Yeah,
have
dude.
you ever seen Wall Street? Have you ever seen the Wall Street, the one with Gordon Gekko?
Oh no,
You'll
no, my
see
friends had those kind of cell phones. They were like slightly older than me, so they had like the giant. He had a whole room of different cell phones. It was ridiculous. But like his dad
Oh,
was
shit.
like he sold like transformers on the towers and shit. So he had all kinds of cell phones. He had to go to
Oh,
West
so
Texas.
he was in the business.
Oh yeah, so he was like
Yeah.
just so many phones. It was ridiculous and stupid. But.
Yeah, no, I remember I was my first girlfriend's dad was like an executive at Eli Lilly Pharmaceuticals or some shit. He was like some kind of big shot there. And I remember I was like, this guy is rich because he has a phone in his car. And it was like, yeah, you could actually have them like hardwired installed in your vehicle is how it worked, which was bizarre. And they were the size of a regular phone, like the handset. So with like a big old connecting transmitter unit that was usually put on the side of the driving column. That's like where they install it. I mean, it was a different time. It was most certainly a different time.
Yeah, so cell phones, computers sucked. No internet.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Not really.
But video games were cool though. Like back then, there was the Nintendo, the original Nintendo. That was badass.
That's true. Sega Genesis came out. All right. Yeah,
it did.
Were your kids around
89.
this time in the 90s or no?
89 was the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then 92
And it was incredible.
SNES.
Right.
yeah. The Super
95 was PlayStation 1.
Oof.
Right. Right.
And
that
99 was Dreamcast.
Yep. Oh, the Dreamcast. I remember that shit.
Dreamcast was
Dreamcast
cool.
had a game called Sword of the Berserker that was
Okay.
basically the Berserk anime,
Uh-huh.
but before the movies, really. So even though I didn't know the manga, but that
Right,
game, Sword
Uh-huh.
of Berserker for Dreamcast,
Mhm.
if someone can get that on a
Uh-huh.
different platform that you can actually play it, you'll be
Uh-huh.
pleasantly surprised that game is fucking sweet.
Yeah, I'm sure there's emulators of those games. Like there's emulators.
Oh
of
yeah,
everything.
for sure. You know, I still find it mind blowing that nowadays we can put like the entire Atari 2600 collection in like inside the controller.
Everything.
You
Yeah.
know, that's fucking crazy.
Those are
to
fun
me,
gifts to
you
get
know?
somebody just like a fake Nintendo that you plug in and then all of a sudden 150 games to play.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's phenomenal. Same
I
as
still like the Power Pad. That was a fun thing. You guys remember the Power Pad for Nintendo?
I don't
Oh,
remember
man.
the Power Pad. I remember the Power
hated it.
Glove, but I don't
I
remember
hated
the Power Pad.
I mean, I was got my ass kicked because my brother's a fucking stud athlete, but you know,
It was like Twister.
Yeah.
Only
Uh-huh.
just had red and blue.
you had to run fast.
Is that
And
how
you
it
would
works?
and you would run on it, and it would basically when you would sprint, so the two of you would race each other
Mhm.
by
Oh.
sprinting on a pad. I was like, why don't we just go outside and fucking sprint there?
Yeah,
Like,
you're
why
like
would
taking me
I
way
Towards
too far from the
120
video game.
degrees because Georgia was hot as fuck.
Well, that's true.
Uh,
Georgia can get fucking nasty.
I don't know, man.
That's for sure.
We just got locked out of our houses. We
What?
were just told. "Go
Oh,
play
I didn't have a
outside."
Power Pad. Whenever we went to our cousins, we had to play with the Power Pad and the
Oh.
Duck Hunt. Oh, it's funny. We had
Duck
Duck
Hunt.
Hunt, but like there was on like a Commodore 64 screen, so you could just put the gun to the bottom of the screen and shoot the duck like symbols, and it would just kill the duck for you. It was fucking wild.
But what fun is that, though? To be
It was
fair.
pretty fun when the game was hard as shit and you're 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no idea what's going on. You learn that. You're like, what the shit? How fast do
You're
these
like,
things go?
I'm a gunslinger because.
I mean, have you seen what they've done with
Tetris?
Tetris now? Like, Tetris is like to unlimited levels. They're just like, I mean, they're doing
Really?
crazy shit.
No, I
Oh,
haven't
man.
kept up with it.
There's
Even
some
though I
great
do love
documentaries
Tetris.
on that. Somebody
Yeah,
solved Tetris, and then there's
Yeah.
a docs on Netflix on it.
Tetris was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and shit, speaking of anime, you just reminded me, like, there was some badass anime in the 90s, too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like, Ghost in the Shell's from the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
And Akira for sure.
Akira,
Akira for
Ninja
sure. in the
Scroll-
90s.
I thought Akira was 83.
Was
Yeah.
it that far back? I want to say it's 90s.
I don't know.
as
90s
far
for
as the-
anime, I remember
Let's look
Dragon
that
Ball
up.
Z.
Yeah, for the anime anyway, for the video version, because Akira the book may be older for sure,
Mhm.
but I'm
I
pretty
thought
sure
Akira won Best Picture for anime in 83.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I'd be honestly surprised if it was that like that.
'Cause there wasn't like
88
anime in the
that far
90s that I remember.
It was 88.
88. Okay,
July 16th in 88.
All right.
North America, Streamline Pictures, December of 89.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And it was mind-blowing. I remember seeing that and going like, this is not the cartoons that I grew up with. Even though I do remember, this is 80s for sure. Gatchaman, you know, and I watched that shit dubbed in Spanish. Okay. Which was weird. Do you know Gatchaman Battle of the Planets? Oh, man. Do that. Check that out later. It's like this insane story of these 5 kids that get dressed up like they're like ninja birds, basically. And it's the whole typical Japanese of the different colors with the different characters. And they were like defending the Earth from this invading army of aliens. Surprise. Almost like a precursor to what eventually became Robotech, like that basic concept, you know, so sort of like a precursor, if you will. And Robotech was 90s, right?
I thought Gundam was
Gundam was
Gundam
from
would be
90s.
for sure.
Yeah.
What was in 77, I think was Gundam.
Really? Was it that far back?
Yeah, it was the first shit that could turn into robots and planes and shit, I thought. Not planes, that was Robotech, but Gundam was like the mobile suits.
Yeah.
Robotech was just an advanced version of Gundam, really. Macros is what it was called in Japan.
Yeah.
Not Robotech.
That's
but
right.
I remember having Rick's Robotech jet back in the early 80s, but I didn't know it wasn't a Transformer. I couldn't find it with the rest of the Transformers. But I did have it. And then later in life, I was like, that's what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
That was from Robotech. Okay.
That was a good time, man. I'm telling you, the 90s were good. They were a good time for us. I remember, let's see, what else as far as 90s goes that we can talk about. The Tom Cruise interview with the vampire, which was not terrible. And it was better than most at the time.
Yeah, there was some good dark stuff in the 90s.
Yeah.
Wasn't Spawn in the 90s?
Spawn was 90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
definitely.
comic was amazing. Well,
And hey, McFarlane and Jim Lee.
1993, I think
right,
was.
Yep. I mean, Image Comics. By the way, Image Comics, let's talk about that a little bit. How they revolutionized. Todd McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, liking or hate him, you know, you have to admit the dude was
like
popular.
him now, but I mean, he was a terrible artist. Sorry, but whatever.
Yeah,
Who's
I mean, he can't draw feet for shit. Let me tell you,
he's fine now. He just was terrible then, and like he's just.
Isn't that who wrote the Punisher series?
No, he wrote Youngblood and he created Deadpool. Right, that's right. Deadpool was when he was working for Marvel. And
different
Cable
version of Deadpool though. Like his
Cable,
Deadpool was
Domino, Deadpool, all of those were his.
He had,
those
were
were
his
his
good characters. Anybody with a shitload of belts and fucking
and pockets, tactical pockets everywhere.
Oh,
yeah,
like Longshot,
probably Shatterstar.
So Longshot was Art Adams was the writer for Longshot, because what happened was, you know, there was Chris Claremont who wrote all the classic X-Men shit. And then he had that style that was very personal and flawed heroes and anti-heroes, which was great. It was what comics needed. Liefeld came in with the whole 90s bro kind of extreme attitude. Like everything was extreme as a reaction almost to that. But he ended up really adding to it because, you know, again.
In 1992, it went from X-Men 281. Uncanny X-Men 281, and the next month there was X-Men #1 with the blue team, and X-Men 282 with the gold team.
That's right.
And that was the death of Emma Frost, was that issue with the gold team.
Yes. And this was Jim Lee at his peak when he was an artist.
Wow,
yeah. In the comics. He was a god. He could draw like nobody's business, man. Jim Lee was one of my favorites. Still is, you know. Like he's a really, really good illustrator.
I want to say that X-Men issue you're talking about was like the highest selling comic book of all time in terms of like issues sold.
It probably was.
Because
it had
we had
5
to wait
variant
2
covers.
fucking months for it to come out.
It was good.
Yeah.
We didn't know what the hell was going on.
I really like
it was
that
just like for
and
2
remember,
months, we had no idea, and then boom, X-Men blew up and became like the biggest thing ever in 1 month.
Yeah. You remember the variant covers? That was the other thing. There were 5 covers of X-Men
I had all
#1.
of them, I think.
I had all of them too. It was fucking great.
I probably still do it where I have got my my comics collections over there. I got the giant-sized #1, the first
Whoa.
appearance, all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, there's a Wolverine #1. I have like
I've got a Wolverine #1 over there too. Yeah,
Yeah, the Wolverine series was
Spider-Man
good too.
#1.
I've got like a
#1.
I got like one where he's Puck. I think it's number 3 or maybe number 8 as well. And then I got the one where Sabretooth tosses him off the fucking whatever.
Do you guys ever like
got a bunch
do
of
you
them.
guys like Alpha Flight too? Like, do you follow Alpha
No, I
Flight?
didn't read anything
Fuck
about them.
No.
no.
They're fucking
They did
Canadians.
Yeah, they
The
were.
Canadians and Excalibur. I read Excalibur
Excalibur was
because I
the
wanted
British
to follow
guys, right?
Elizabeth
Oh, that's
Braddock's.
I read
Yeah, but
Wolverine.
that's right,
Captain
Psylocke.
Britain's sister Elizabeth Braddock
Betsy
was the
Braddock.
one who
Yeah, Betsy
replaced the soul of
Yeah.
the ninja to become Psylocke, and Psylocke was obviously my favorite X-Men.
Oh, did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good choice. It's a good choice.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, my favorite X-Men, unpredictable, is Wolverine. Always has been, but he has been my favorite since the 80s.
Oh, I'm a Gambit fan
OG
for
like
sure. For
I
sure.
like
Gambit's
Gambit
cool.
and Psylocke too.
Gambit.
But remember, I still have Ghost Rider, Punisher, and Wolverine as a separate thing in my head.
Yeah.
That Wolverine
Oh, the
was kind of like,
Defenders.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Wolverine is one of the X-Men, but he's also an entity above the X-Men.
Yeah. I mean, he's his own
That'd be
thing,
like
for
saying
sure.
Well, he's an
Batman's part of
X-Men and an
Justice League.
Avenger. Like he's on every fucking team.
Right. Same thing
And
with
Alpha
like
Flight.
Batman isn't like I didn't give a fuck about Justice League. I cared about Batman because I want to hear about crime in Gotham.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like with Wolverine, I want to see Wolverine doing Wolverine shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Wolverine wearing spandex being bossed around by Cyclops.
Yeah. Being held back, basically, all the time.
No.
Yeah.
The comic book to get is Uncanny X-Force because it has Wolverine doing Wolverine stuff. Like they basically go around killing people. It's like a 2000 series, and it wasn't.
I never read that one,
but that's one most people haven't read. Very good.
So, like, to give people some background, during this time, the original 5 were an X Factor, but they came back in X-Men 1/281. And so they took the 5 that were an X Factor and they split the team up. Instead of X Factor and the X-Men, it's Gold Team, Blue Team. They each get their own comics.
Right.
So like Psylocke and Jean's on one team with Wolverine and Psylocke. So it's a terrible situation because Cyclops is married to Jean. Jean's sleeping with Logan.
Yep.
Psylocke wants to sleep with Logan, but she can't, so she fucks Cyclops. And it's just like weird shit. And meanwhile, the other team with Rogue, not with Rogue, but like with Storm and Beast is like somehow in some big fight. And I remember Emma Frost dying, and it was like a big fucking deal.
Yeah, Emma Frost was supposed to.
All right, what about the X-Men 90s cartoon? How many guys watch that?
That was good. I liked
the new one, or when it actually
came out, the 90s. The 90s.
Yeah, I watched that for sure.
Yeah, I watched it, and it was great. There was nothing like it at the time. And for us OG comic book fans, it was like the first time it had ever been done like high quality.
Right. It was
because
really good
remember
art.
before that, like the Spider-Man show was shit. The Spider-Man animated shit from like the 70s and 80s.
Okay, yeah, the
was
older ones,
shit.
yeah. In the 90s, they had really good cartoons.
It's almost like they figured it out.
How dark the 90s X-Men was. Holocaust beams were pretty dark. Good job.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There was some darkness going on there for sure.
Omega Red drinking people to death, like on,
I liked Omega Red. That was Jim Lee character design, by the way, and the character design was amazing. I really liked it.
But he's one of those ones that should have just killed in his first appearance because there's really nowhere to go with him after the,
Yeah,
there's no more USSR. What's the fucking point of this guy?
I mean, that's where a good writer earns their pay, right? Like to come up with like here's the character
are just limited, and that's why whenever they show up and they vanish, it's not even a problem. So it's like
and another character that was X-Men adjacent that I loved was Longshot and the Mojoverse and all that. That was fun. That was a good time. That was
he was never officially an X-Men,
right? I think he might have been for
I
a
thought he was
for a minute. He may have been for a minute.
Yeah, at this point, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I remember that was. I have a long run of those 80s stuff with Dazzler. Nightcrawler was relatively new back then. Yeah. Dazzler eventually got replaced with Jubilee.
Yeah, which is lame as fuck because Dazzler was so much better.
Yeah, Dazzler was better than Jubilee. Jubilee was just kind of annoying.
Yeah, and Jubilee was just like a teeny bopper something or other that they just put in there.
But they put Jubilee in the fucking show.
I know.
Like,
why? Yeah.
Of all people. And then like they put like Morph or something.
They killed Morph in like the third episode or something. That was pretty dark.
Did
Wolverine, fall back. Why would you push Wolverine out of the way? Hello?
To die.
It's Wolverine. Let him get shot once. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Although he wasn't immortal back then like he is now, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's one thing, I never liked the retcon of Wolverine where they gave him the bone claws original as being part of the, like they've retconned that character a couple times.
They fucked that up.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It was, originally the claws were part of the gloves.
Right.
But they couldn't make any sense of where they came out of.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they made them part of the adamantium skeleton, which makes way perfect sense. That's the
the
whole
not
idea.
Really. Like, why would you put claws into somebody right there? You know what I'm saying? We're going to somehow develop his muscular system to pop these claws out.
Well, I mean, that's how it worked, right?
That's how it worked. But
that's how it works in Shadowrun. That's how it works in Cyberpunk. That's how it works in Warhammer. I just don't think the people realize how difficult it would be to really run through enough different versions of it to account for all the problems that they'd run into.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, so it made more sense that to me, like a mutant would have a mutation that did something, whatever that something was, but to have him have the healing factor and the bone claws, that made I don't know. In my head, I had like rules of.
Well, he also has superhuman scent.
Yeah,
he's got a package.
He's like an animal
that makes him like a Wolverine.
Yeah. So he has arguably like people compare his sense,
smell,
his keenness of awareness to Daredevil, because that was Daredevil's big thing, that his senses were like
Daredevil's
off the
power
chart.
is that he's a handy capable.
Yeah.
You know what also helps you see everything around you? Eyes.
Eyes. Yeah.
So like what makes no sense is why Daredevil can't see and Batman can. Daredevil has good hearing and Batman doesn't. Yeah. That is stupid.
Well, Batman has great hearing.
No, well, so remember, Daredevil lost his sight, but he did gain that radar sense, which is
I get that, but what I'm
supernatural,
trying to say is if you're going to give sonar to a character, give it to Batman. I get that they're different comic book series.
I got you. Yeah,
but this is how fucking stupid it is that Marvel's like, we're going to do your Batman. We're going to give him better. We're going to give him sonar.
Yeah.
But we're going to have him use the devil instead of a bat for a fear symbol.
Yeah.
So like, and then the Punisher is the dark half of Daredevil.
Right.
And so like basically the other side of the coin, you mix Daredevil and Punisher together and you get Batman.
Yep. Basically.
Except for the killing.
And the other thing that I also found very interesting, and this is rolling back to Liefeld, was the idea of Deadpool. Deadpool originally was a clone of Deathstroke the Terminator from DC Comics. That's why he's Wade Wilson, because Slade Wilson is the Terminator.
Oh.
Yeah, and the character design.
That's how creative Rob Liefeld is, everyone.
Yeah, and the character design is definitely based off Slade, who is, by the way, my favorite DC villain of all time. Is
Child Molester? He's your favorite guy?
Child Molester. Oh, with Tara?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I want to bring something up.
I don't think she was a minor, though. Hold on.
Let's stop with. I want to talk about something from.
I'm sorry.
Todd's got a thought. Here we go.
All right. So Lolita is a book about a 42-year-old man who's not attractive, having an affair with a 14-year-old girl.
Yes.
Who's prepubescent. This is clearly wrong, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's go forward 2 years and say that the girl is 16 and the dude is attractive, but he's not 42. He's 42.
I'm taking the fifth on all of these questions.
You see what I mean?
No, I got what I'm going with that. Let's get to the 90s.
I know where you're going with that.
Now that he's 142 and he's hot, then it's totally okay. Buffy the Vampire.
I was going to say, are we going to? Yes, that's exactly where I wanted to go. Yes.
Rose for me.
Hang on, and I think David I think he was 220 years old, and she had just turned 16. It was literally her birthday.
Yeah, it was like for her birthday, you're going to get some 200-year-old dick. It's pretty much
right.
To be fair, that's got to be some good dick. Because remember you guys talked last stream, if you're over 50 just starting out, you're not going to be that good. Well, if you're 200, you've got at least 50 years of experience.
That's true.
Well, she has a type. She went from him to Spike. and then back to him. She's never bothered with mortal dick. That she's pretty much.
Quick question: is vampire penis colder than human penis?
I would assume that they can warm their blood. They can spend blood to warm up their bodies.
Oh, can they make it
some
warmer?
Some can. That was a vampire
yeah,
ability.
But that's a pretty reasonable thing, since any of the Joss Whedon vampires look normal until they look like demons. Yeah. They never had a traditional vampire look.
Well, plus she was way stronger than everyone on that show, except that goddess. So,
yeah,
she's going to need some
that's not in season 1.
Well, she hadn't really discovered all her limits.
Season 1.
This power creep.
But anyway, okay, we can skip ahead to Twilight. We got Bella, who's 17, and Edward Cullen, who's 150.
Well, that's 2000s. That's not 90s.
You see my point, though? Is it like it's statutory rape until he's a couple hundred years old? Then it's fine.
Yeah, then it's like you get grandfathered in.
Yeah, grandfathered in.
So
most girls didn't live past 12 when I was growing up. This isn't my fault.
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio, he looks really young, but he's not over 100 yet. So he's a young vampire, not okay.
That's right.
But Tom Cruise can marry Katie Holmes, and then 20 years later, he looks younger, and she looks like she's 40 years older.
Right.
Yeah.
Then that's also okay.
Yeah. He's probably draining her life force every night a little bit to stay young. Absolutely.
I always like the theory that he's like a clone and they just keep killing him and bring out stupider clones of him.
No, I think it's easier than that. This is the Scientology. Is he and John Travolta spend the money to get up to the higher levels, and they get to siphon off the people at the lower levels.
I don't think you've seen John Travolta without makeup and wig.
Well, I don't. That's true. I haven't lately. But
how old is he now? He's got to be in
747 years old.
Late 60s?
At least
how old is he?
He's 77?
755.
Is he? Is he 7?
I don't know. How old is he really? I feel like if he's a Scientology guy who's on the upper Theon level, then like he's got to have like extra years on him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he stole years.
You know the names of their levels. That's awesome.
But I mean, Tom Cruise must be doing something right for sure, because he's older than I am, and he's
younger
jumping
women.
off motorcycles. He's jumping off fucking motorcycles and base jumping like mountains and shit. You know, like that's amazing in your 20s, let alone in your fucking late 50s. You know,
I do like actors like him are just like I'm a fucking actor. I'm gonna do something hardcore while I'm acting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole attitude, like, this will film better, and it's my craft, and I'm going to do whatever it fucking takes. The
dude literally hung on to a fucking airplane.
Yeah.
Like, for a whole scene.
Yeah.
He acted a whole scene hanging onto an airplane.
Yep.
Yeah.
He will do that.
Hang on. He was chained in, but he was hanging on as well, because you're not going to hold on to a fucking airplane.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm just letting you know. But yeah, you're right. It was a ballsy scene. Ballsy scene.
Yeah, all I know,
he jumped off a plane. He jumped off the bike that jumped off the cliff with a parachute on.
Yes.
It doesn't make it any less scary.
Oh,
your
it's
brain
still hard
doesn't know that the chain's there.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's still, like I said,
it probably feels awesome. You know, if he dies, he's probably just like, fuck it, I was Tom Cruise.
Well, he's still doing the thing, man. And I'll bet, you know who loves that shit? His insurance company. I'll bet they love that shit, because that studio must be paying up the ass to insure Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And if something happens, those insurance companies are sweating for sure. Can you imagine? I mean, heaven forbid something actually happens, but like, that's got to be in the budget. That's got to be like a line item in the movie budget. Like, $5 million, Tom Cruise's insurance. Or some shit.
Oh, it's more than that.
Way more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, he's worth the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he dies, that film industry's gone.
I mean, think about it. He did a
He's
Top
the
Gun
only movie
2,
star.
And he did like a bunch of Mission Impossibles, and these movies he's been doing for years. Like,
is there one last one coming out of Mission Impossible, or are we done?
That was it.
That was it?
The last one.
Okay, I haven't seen the last two. I haven't seen the last two.
I haven't watched them really at all, but I just know he just keeps doing them. And I'm like, oof.
Oh, that was, I would rewatch 7 and then both of 8.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
It was the one with Henry Cavill. Start with that one.
Yeah, that one was good. I remember that. I do remember that. It was good. Did you know? And I did not know that. Speaking of Henry Cavill and his mustache, I did not know that during that time he was also filming the Batman DC shit too.
Yeah, Batman.
No, it was No, it was the reshoot.
Yeah.
It was the
He was
right,
doing
the
the
reshoot, and they had to
for the Snyder cut or whatever.
Yeah,
So they had to CGI out the mustache.
the fucking mustache.
It looked terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking crazy to me. Like the level of and I figured like when I saw that movie, I was like, something looks off here, and I can't put my finger on it until I read about that.
The other thing is when he goes like this with his arms, watch it, his pocket disappears.
Oh, really? His pocket
because
disappears?
They did it once, then they had to reshoot it, and he did a different shirt on.
Oh,
so they took the beginning of the scene with the pocket, and then the second half of the scene without the pocket. So when he goes like this with his fist,
when
you can
actually clearly see it. Yeah.
When the first fist comes up, the pocket manifests.
Yeah. That dude, I love Henry Cavill.
Now, if they notice it's messed up, they just fix it with the CGI and it's done.
Right, but that's an old movie.
Yeah, well,
no, well,
more than 5 years old. It's before pre-COVID.
So
everything
Henry Cavill,
pre-COVID.
That dude is living the dream, the nerd dream. Think about it. He's trying to produce a Warhammer movie. He's trying, or a series,
like
which is
5
amazing.
years, nothing's happening.
He's trying. He
got to be Superman. They made terrible movies.
He has the option. He has the option.
I don't know, man. Man of Steel I liked Man of Steel. I'll be honest with you. I was okay with it.
Man of Steel was great.
Yeah. Other than
he's my favorite Superman so far.
Yeah, I mean, other than killing Zod, that was to me like a bridge too far.
Honestly, I'm biased. I've been his fan since the Tudors.
Really?
Like this entire, I knew his name and everything. I've been his fan since his very first thing he ever did. Was the Tudors on Showtime.
Yeah,
I've watched everything he's done. I've been his fan the whole time.
Yeah.
So I've never seen a do a bad movie.
He's doing the Highlander reboot, and if somebody's gonna do it, may as well let him do it, because he loves the. Here's the thing: like we were talking about, like reboots and whether good, bad, or different. Honestly, if you have a good twist in the original idea and you love the property, it can be done well. It can definitely be done well.
Yeah. The Mortal Kombat 2 is getting rave reviews because they didn't do it woke. They supposed to just made a great movie about the video game.
Which is what it needed to be.
Yeah, well, they basically just made a greater version of the first one, like what you're supposed to do with the sequel.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'll rewatch the first one tonight, and I'll go take myself to see the second one tomorrow.
Yeah, watch the first one so you can go to sleep.
I'm going to rewatch it, and I'll go I'll go watch it.
Do we know what platform it's on?
It's in the theaters. I don't know if it's on it.
No. I mean, Mortal Kombat 1. Do we know what platform?
I'd have to check.
Oh, no,
I haven't checked. I know I saw it on HBO. I saw it on HBO Max, but it was months ago.
Yeah, dude,
that was months
It's
ago.
probably still there then.
I just buy it on Amazon if I need something to watch something anymore. Because
I have most of those services.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
Yeah. I've got Disney Plus, Paramount, HBO, all that stuff.
So I mean, think about it.
Usually, I already Apple. I usually have it on something already.
Yeah. I mean, totally unrelated, but I wanted to share with you guys. There's a show I stumbled across called Mr. In Between. Have you heard of this? Or seen it? Okay, so it's an Australian show, and it's written by the main character actor, which you think is some unknown guy. Let me tell you, it's like Breaking Bad, slightly more humorous. And the whole concept of the show is following the everyday life of a hitman.
Yeah. Well, Breaking Bad was hilarious the first season.
Well, yeah.
But it was like a comedy of errors.
Well, this thing is like, you see him with his family, but then you see all the... And it's got an almost Grand Theft Auto kind of vibe to it, like the humor like that a lot of people are criminals not because they're good, but because they're stupid and they can do nothing else because they're dumb. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that.
It's so funny you say that. I was just going to say that almost all the criminals that get caught are stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the ones that don't get caught are the exception. Absolutely. Smart criminals
supposed to not even exist. That the movie character that's the 180 IQ sociopath, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's no 180 IQ sociopath running around committing crimes that you would understand.
Yeah.
They're like the Sam Bankman-Frieds. That's the 180 IQ sociopath. They've got some type of embezzlement crime that they're doing federal time for and you don't know they exist. People with 180 IQs don't run around and shoot up convenience stores.
No. They got better things to do with the brain and
better
with
ways
their time.
to make money with a gun than just to go for whatever's randomly in the register.
Yeah, absolutely.
$75, basically.
It makes me think of Vincent from Collateral. Now there's a scary ass fucking villain right there, but efficient, and you don't even know he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Just completely efficient and fucking ruthless as fuck.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
That doesn't exist in real life.
No, because honestly, at that point when you're that smart, you can figure out ways to make a lot of money.
Without killing people.
Without risk? Yeah, without risk. So,
and it's not like I'm suggesting that if you're a sociopath, you care. It's just that just because you don't care doesn't mean you're going to do anything to jeopardize your own safety or future.
No,
like you're going to watch out for yourself. And if you're really smart, you're going to be really good at looking out for yourself because you've been looking at yourself for the entire time.
That's right. That's right.
People assume like they just manifest. Like, okay, when the movie starts, this is when the character just flops out of heaven. No. That person's been building momentum their whole life for this.
Exactly. Yeah, you're just catching a moment in time in their life, So
that most people are reactive. They don't actually plan out their future and execute it. So they don't even realize that's what people are doing around them. They think that everyone else is just reacting to what's happening to them right now. Like they're in the middle of like a ball game and they're like, I'm hungry. Like it didn't occur to them that they were going to be sitting for several hours. They're going to need to fucking eat something. Or they go get on a plane and then they're like, I need to use the bathroom. And it's like, it didn't occur to them that there's going to be hundreds of people using the same 2 toilets for the next 8 hours.
Now then, in my defense, then there's people like me that have the bladder of a 6-year-old girl. So, you can
train that most of the time.
Well, you can also just drink less water that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess go into it dehydrated.
I don't do that. Just dehydrated. Just dehydrate, fuck it.
And rehydrate on the plane.
The plane would be a better choice for that. Yeah. But I mean, like, in general, if you have to plan for periods of time where you're not going to be able to use a bathroom, like driving for hours, just don't drink the water that day.
I don't know if you've been driving recently, but there's places to pull over. You can just pee on the side of the road.
I mean, if you need to go and not stop is what I think Todd's point is. If you want to be efficient.
Emergency operation. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah. Just
in the case that he's saying that he has some bladder issue, you just drink less water, and it's not as big of an issue. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just a little common sense is what Todd is fucking saying. Just use some fucking common sense. Oh shit. Let's see what else is on this list that I saw that was interesting. Oh, Blade was 90s, and that was arguably one of probably the best at that time Marvel DC comic book type hero movie. Really,
there's only one
of the better ones.
Right, because it was written by that guy. Not Sam Raimi, but the other guy. That oh my god, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name, but he was just they used.
What
him
else
for
has he
everything.
done? Maybe we can figure out that way.
Everything in that decade.
Everything in the decade. And it's not Joss
the
Whedon?
Director of Blade. All right, I'll just look it up.
Guillermo del Toro.
No, that's too early for
that.
him.
Was the second one.
Yeah.
Director
Guillermo del Toro was more 2000.
David S. Goyer.
That's it. David S. Goyer.
Yeah.
He wrote. He was involved in everything for like a decade.
Yeah.
Look at all he's done.
Yeah.
Find out what his name is on. I bet you it's going to blow your ass away.
Yeah, Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done a lot.
Yeah.
So let's see. We talked about. Oh shit! I forgot to mention. It's also on the list of things that are interesting, fantasy, supernatural. The Craft. Remember that shit?
Yeah, of course,
bro. Let me tell you a story.
Can I tell you a story? Let's see. Return to Oz was darker than The Craft.
Yeah,
but The Craft
Return to Oz was actually kind of dark, though.
Charmed.
Yeah.
Like they took The Craft and they made it Aaron's Spelling version and called it Charmed.
Yeah, I remember. Well, same. Aaron Spelling just bastardizes everything. He had his shot at Vampire the Masquerade.
I know. Vampire 90210.
Yeah, and he fucked it.
It was so bad.
All terrible.
It was. Oh, it was. All right.
I
So,
mean,
like, for instance, for no reason, she stands out in the sun, and then C. Thomas Howell shows up at the observatory that's on the wrong side of Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, is it? I
And
know
it's
none of
actually on the
this.
Sausalito side. It's not on the San Francisco side.
Oh,
And then he runs at her, and she bursts into flames.
right.
And in slow-mo, when he's like, no, there's a fire truck behind him with lights on. It's like,
Oh, really? I didn't notice any of that.
why did she erupt in flames for no reason? She's been standing in the sunlight for minutes.
Right.
And then how the fuck is there a fire truck that manifested there a second after she burst into flames?
It's called movie magic, baby.
It is. And what happened was she drained her blood pool slowly, and that's why. Yeah,
that's not how it works, dude. As soon as this fucking sunlight starts hitting you, you're gonna start crispy, sizzling.
There'll be bacon.
Steam's gonna be coming out. Your fortitude's gonna determine how long you're burning for. And people are like, "That everything's your game, Todd." No. This is the game.
This is literally based on the game.
This is literally the television version of the game. And they did the powers completely wrong. They gave the Nosferatu thaumaturgy, and he had to use thaumaturgy to use Mask of 1,000 Faces. Everything about the fucking thing was wrong.
Yeah. It was pretty.
They got the white phosphorus shotguns right.
Yeah, the Dragon's Breath rounds. Yeah.
The Dragon's Breath rounds. Yeah. They got those right.
Yeah. And the Bruja there were stupid too, like the way they were portrayed. And the sad part is they actually had a good actor. The Bruja Primogen. That dude can act. I've seen him in other
He was in Fright Night 2.
Yeah. And he was also the main bad guy in Stallone's Cobra. Remember that?
Yes, he was.
I remember that. That movie was dark as fuck too, by the way.
Cobra was Stallone's big hit. I think they were trying to do they were going back and forth, Arnold and Stallone.
Yeah.
So every time Arnold did a movie, Stallone did a movie.
Yeah.
So like Commando was Arnold's version of Rambo.
Wait. Somehow Arnold tricked him into throw Mama from the train. That had to have happened, right? That was his first.
Wait, throw Mama from the train was funny guy.
Billy Crystal and Danny DeVito. We're talking about
weird funny movie.
Cobra. Cobra's the one where he's the police officer of the zombie squad, is what they call it, or some crazy shit. Where they send in the crazy cop to deal with like these are the most dangerous criminals, so just send in Cobretti. That was his
thing. Yeah, so
that's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
The Arnold version of that was Raw Deal.
Yes.
Where Arnold goes up against the mob.
And that was actually a good movie. I like that movie.
Whose father was convicted of brigandry in the Soviet Union during the World War.
Wait, what the fuck? What is this?
This is the one with Arnold, right? An Arnold movie?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What is the name of the movie?
Like his character.
Oh, you're thinking about Red Heat.
Oh, I was thinking Red Heat.
That's Red Heat.
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, that's not. No, we're talking about Raw Deal.
Raw Deal.
Raw Deal is literally a rawer movie. than
Raw Deal was his version of Cobra.
Yeah, and you could tell it was early in his career too. Like he was still like, really like. Arnold has never been like a great actor. He's an entertainer. He's a movie star, but he's not a good actor. And especially back then. Back then, I mean, Conan was perfect because it's fucking Conan.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say much. All he has to project this raw aggression. And then you're Conan, And he played that
Conan you.
The first one is the only one that counts.
No, I mean, like, if you read the stories, it's like Conan the Pirate, Conan the King.
Oh, well, yeah, the King.
He actually was quite a bit more articulate in the books than he was in the movie.
Well, yeah, that's because Robert E. Howard was a great writer and a brilliant mind.
Yep.
So he wanted a strong-ass character that wasn't weak as fuck like he was, because he was like a very sick person all the time. So that's why Conan, it was a power fantasy because, hey, I'm falling apart. And he either killed himself or died at like 30 or 40. He had a very tragic life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's terrible.
And then Conan,
it's crazy how old those books are. And he took like all this historical information and created such a vibrant prehistorical world.
Yeah.
And it's like so congruent with what they're finding now. And it's like, but he also had like this bigoted way of talking that was Like it's like sexist and racist without trying to be. It's just part of the time period that he existed in.
Yeah.
So it's you couldn't bring those stories back and have modern audiences tolerate their existence.
No,
they would just burn them in a pile in the street like they do anything else.
The whole Cthulhu mythos is part of those guys' stories. Like they actually interact with like Cthulhu demons or whatever they're called.
Who, the Hyperboreans?
Yeah, the Hyperboreans. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a connection there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, those guys were like friends, I believe, and they mix their stories together. Because I mean, why the fuck wouldn't you? That's a shitload of money.
Yeah, no, and that's also like
you paid 2
really
cents
cool.
a word, baby. Get to writing, fill me up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's fucking great though.
Yeah, Conan is like deep as fuck.
Yeah.
Which movie did I watch where there was the writers and one of them was Isaac Asimov and they like Isaac Asimov proofread his paper. What movie was that?
Shit.
I feel like I saw that recently.
Isaac Asimov proofread his paper.
It was this movie I just saw recently, like within the past year or two, where like these 3 people are writers. Science fiction writers, and Isaac Asimov came into the editor's office and he got Asimov to read his screenplay and he rewrote it and he published it. And then I don't remember which story this was.
Couldn't tell you. So let's talk Batman, the animated series.
Batman, the animated series.
All right, so let's start out. It was a Saturday night show, 8 p.m., so it was prime time.
Yep.
And it was dark. It was written on dark screen, it was actually on dark paneling, and that's why it's always dark. And it was like an
incredibly
of time
cool,
zones,
very cool aesthetic too. By the way, the art style was very like almost like a modern art style, very, very simplified, but it worked really well for the stories they told.
And it was meant to be kind of anachronistic area. Because
the writing was
blimps
tight.
and the cars designs, things like that. So it's supposed to be kind of like an every time just kind of thrown together.
I mean, it was definitely inspired by the 89 Batman.
Yeah, the darkness of that movie definitely came through.
Yeah, it had that kind of gothic aesthetic almost, like it's
those guys
it's a world, but it's
basically
not the same
did
world.
Batman and the Joker for the next 40 years, which is my entire life. So Kevin Conroy is Batman, rest in peace, and then Mark Hamill, I mean, obviously he was
Joker.
Yeah, Joker.
What's left of him.
I think he was the best Joker ever.
I agree. I agree with that. Or one of the best. It's hard to tell because it's been cracked from different angles.
One, I think he's the best one in like animation or writing on page, like comic or animation stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's fair. But I did
granted, you have the cheating of he gets to actually talk and laugh and make a distinct impact on like what a 7-year-old kid.
He's completely different.
Yeah.
The Joker from the cartoons, like for instance Harlequin, is super manipulative.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Dark Knight's one was just kind of plot oriented. Like he was like a spider and everyone's trapped in his web and they're all part of his game of mousetrap.
I felt like zero
and
jokes.
Nobody knows what he's doing.
And nobody knows what part they're playing. Yeah.
Right. It's because that to me is way scarier than just some type of love bombing gang leader.
Yeah.
And then the Jared Leto's Joker was just fucking insane. Yeah. And I guess he was supposed to be like some sexy gangster, like a rap type character.
DMX,
and it just didn't work at all.
Yeah,
but his cameo at the end of the Justice League was great.
Yeah, it was weird.
When he played the same Joker in a different timeline, he was a totally
in a destroyed universe. It made more sense, I guess. I don't know, but yeah,
I keep thinking that dude can act. If given something to work with, he just has some really strange role choices or something.
He chooses all the strange roles. That's what he's always done. It's just sometimes the roles are well written, sometimes they're just crap.
Like Michael Morbius could have really been a great one for him.
Yeah. It could have been better with
that
a better
movie
script.
was just shit. It was just shit. Why the fuck is the bad guy got to be the same thing as you, just a little bit bigger and meaner? Again,
the Marvel
I'm so
story.
Sick of this origin story. Shit. Like it was Iron Man 1. It was this Hulk 4. It's just like it's over and over again. Why the fuck is the bad? It was Hulk
Ant-Man.
1 and Hulk 4. Ant-Man. It's like, why is everything got to be the bad guy? Got to be just
Winter
like
Soldier?
you, only bigger and redder.
Bigger and redder.
I was saying almost every Marvel film started with that little premise.
Yeah.
The mirror
It's
darkly.
terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna fight your twin that's just a little bit bigger and a little bit redder.
Yeah, to up the ante. You know, the one time that did not happen that I loved was fucking Killmonger. Killmonger was great.
He was just a dark version of Chitala, no? Wasn't that the problem?
No, he was the complete opposite. You know, he was like literally the, prince of privilege versus urban.
Well, I mean, I
got
know he's
nothing.
grown up, but I mean, like,
To me, it's the
he's just gonna
exact
kill
same
everybody.
thing.
Whereas Chitala wanted
It's
to
just,
join in.
man.
It's the psyche versus the shadow who wins. Oh, look, the psyche wins. Go team good guys. Blah, blah, blah.
So, given that analogy, who's more a shadow of Batman, Bane or the Joker in the Nolan verse?
The
Who do you
Punisher.
think?
The Punisher is the shadow of Batman, and Daredevil is the psyche of Batman, and Batman is the integration of the two.
Okay, so Batman's the more well-rounded.
Yeah, he's the lawful neutral, whereas Daredevil's lawful good and Punisher's lawful evil.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever do. Did you see the last season of Born Again? Because I did not.
What's
because
Born
I
Again?
refused.
I know better than to watch anything.
Season 2.
You mean
Daredevil, Disney Daredevil.
Yeah,
it's the season.
Disney,
it's the season I heard that it's a Daredevil show, and Daredevil does nothing in it. It's all the women doing shit. It's all the women.
Even Kingpin is just this cuck to his girlfriend.
Exactly.
It's so fucking pathetic.
It's
that's why I wanted to talk about the 90s, because everything that was developed after the 90s just turned into crap.
Into absolute
the Kingpin
garbage.
From the Spider-Man movie where it's animated is the real Kingpin.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that was like a door.
Yeah.
Isn't he dead?
Well, I mean, the whole premise was that all of that is supposed to be muscle, not fat. Like that's one of the big weirdnesses.
But
of
he's
the
still
Kingpin.
not a superhero, so he still gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Well, Spider-Man is able to lift 10 tons.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I was saying, like,
something
the Punisher's strong.
Spider-Man
Kingpin's strong as a human, but he's still fucking human, so he's like fucked.
Right.
I mean, in the Marvel superhero game, he had excellent strength, same as Captain America.
That's reasonable. Because Captain America
was the OG Captain America. Yeah. So that's the OG limits of being human without being superhuman Captain America.
Yeah.
You know, not the
kicks
because
cars
we had a
and
couple of different versions
and shit. Well,
yeah, like the Marvel Heroes movie version is definitely stronger than the classic Captain America.
Right. I used to think that too. I was surprised he had above human capabilities in the movie with that helicopter scene. Because I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. He's supposed to just be as strong as a normal human.
Right. You know, he's basically a dude that could be the ultimate bodybuilder in the world without training.
Oh, do you know what it is? I forgot about this. Regular people have no fucking idea what humans actually can do.
That's part of it.
So, like, people who don't work out, they don't know that we can't just grab helicopters and throw them to the ground.
Good point.
Speak for yourself, bro.
No, I like literally, I realized this. There's people think you can do, like, for instance, a woman just got a nose job because she wanted her kids to inherit her new nose. Like
that's good salesmanship by the doctor. That's great salesmanship by the surgeon.
The level of stupid that the average person has about their body is so frightening.
Listen,
that's
you can't fix stupid, but you can lighten their wallets.
Yes, you can give them a new nose.
Well,
that's Quark from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah. Still right though. Still accurate. You know, that's all I'm saying. So
it's like, look, you're doing them a favor because you're going to hang on to their money for them because they'll just spend it on dumb shit.
A fool and his money are soon parted.
Oh, shit.
I'll just keep it safe for them.
Right.
Another 90s thing we have to call out. Highlander, the series. That was 90s.
That was amazing.
And that was
the best show ever.
Yeah.
You got to learn about history. If you were a dungeon master had a game in the real world, not a fantasy world, and you needed to know history, Highlander was the best because you could write any story you wanted in any time period.
I mean, I would say encyclopedia, but you know.
Absolutely.
Encyclopedias don't have the visual and the sound. You won't learn as fast with the encyclopedia as if you just watch a show that takes place in a time period and then you come up with questions and then you use active learning to look stuff up.
Gotcha.
Like, okay, what do they eat back then? Because I'm going to want the characters to be at a dinner party. So you have to look up what they eat in that province. And I was like, well, the wife's from this country. Maybe she has one of her natural dips imported. So you have to look up what do people in that country eat at that time period. And so now when they're actually playing the game, it's so crazy that they're getting to experience a meal from two different countries in a time period. That's a level of detail they never see in TV.
Yeah.
And so that makes the story that much more awesome than just watching a movie or playing a video game. Yeah. So like little stuff like that. But watching the show, like the Highlander, it totally sets you up to have a huge breadth of knowledge of human history, at least for 500 years.
It does. And the writing quality was really good. It was really amazing to see them be able. How many seasons was it? 6?
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
And this is when they had seasons that were, what, 15, 20 episodes, like
22 episodes.
22, was it? Yeah. No, I believe that. So
22 42-minute episodes.
Yeah, just sword fights and lightning was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, especially from back in the day.
Yeah.
Sword fights, lightning, and Queen.
Yeah.
Only he was a much better actor than Christopher Lambert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he looks the part better.
Adrian Paul was so much better than...
Yeah. Yeah. He played him. I thought that he played him like you could see that he was a 500-year-old experienced person, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, he had wisdom.
How he moved, how he spoke.
He had wisdom and confidence.
Yeah,
and
Lambert
grace.
Just laid on his voice. He just made it like that. Yeah. You tried us out old.
And then what's worse is on the scenes where they have Lambert show up and Connor comes visits Duncan, you get to see how vastly inferior Christopher Lambert is. He's just smaller, significantly less handsome, has a worse voice, and he's got this type of superior attitude, but it's just not convincing at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you have plot armor, and that's the only reason why your head's attached. Because you live to make it to Highlander 2.
They kill him.
Yeah.
No, but he was alive in Highlander 2, which is in the future. So it means they can never kill him until we get to the future. So, like, we have so much bullshit where there's, like, Highlander 3, and then that's got Lambert, but Highlander 4 had Lambert and Duncan.
See, I never saw
Highlander
2, by the way.
5, they didn't have Christopher Lambert anymore.
Yeah.
It was just Duncan again.
So I'll tell you this. I never saw number 2 because as soon as I heard what it's about and the concept, I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna dirty my mind with that bullshit.
You have to excommunicate 2. The proper order is 1, the series, 3, 4, when 4 is supposed to take place in the series.
Right.
And then 5 is the very end of all of it.
I've never seen 5 either, so I might check that out. Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
And it's not called 5. It's like a 2-hour season finale or whatever. But they basically, it's like the 5th movie.
It's like everything else from the 90s. Look it up, how to do what's the correct order for this, and they'll tell you. You'll find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Are you guys up for a little longer chat? Are you guys good? You guys want to keep going?
What are we talking about in the 90s? We talked about Batman animated series. We've talked
I'm
about
gonna go grab a protein shake.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
In for at least
grab your protein.
Let's do it like a
because,
fist break or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, again, this show is us having fun and sharing some crazy ideas with whatever crazy fucking audience we have. And by the way, thank you to the 1,000 people that actually saw this and spent time with us with the last episode, because it's just us having fun, honestly, and just sharing a little bit of time and a little bit of just like a little bit of I don't know, quirkiness. Hopefully some amusement you'll get out of it. Shit, we were talking the other day, this is for the audience while I wait for these two to take a pee-pee break. Remember how they were talking about hydration? Here we go. But I would love to have other guests come on here. So if you know anybody who's got a nerdy side to them that wants to like just chat with us, hit us up on the comments or send me an email at info@rice41.com and we'll make it happen. I would love to have on this podcast, there's a few people that I would love to have. I would love to have the critical drinker. That dude needs to be on this podcast. I would love to have that dude here. Or Disparu, maybe. would be fun. Another geek nerd, super duper guy. The dude from Nerdrotic, I forget his name. He's smart as a whip. I would love to have a chat with him, and I'm sure the guys would too. Also, while we're at it, if you guys want to suggest topics for us to cover, that would be amazing. That would be like super good. So again, hit us up in the comments, and that 1,000+ people that watched the last one, thank you so much, man. Like, we have a blast filming these, but it's cool to know that some people get some enjoyment out of this, which is yeah, it's like a good deal. So anyway, at some point my fellow compatriots will return and keep the entertainment going. Give them a second. See,
I like to watch you sweat for a little bit. I've literally been here like for most of the time. I just need to get some drink.
Hey man, I gotta fill the air with something, right? You know, like I gotta do
like,
it.
It's like I need to go to the bathroom and drink something. I don't have the Rogan bladder, but I mean, I'm surprised you didn't need to go.
Yeah. Well, you know, today I started a new job this week, which is great.
Oh, good.
I love what I'm doing and where I'm working now. And the team is amazing, but it's been very hectic and very busy. So it's, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how to adjust that work-life balance. And I also understand that it's not going to be this busy all the time.
What's your workout? Is it 4 days a week or you go like full 6?
6. I go 6. I do push-pull legs, rest.
About an hour per workout or longer?
A little over than that. An hour and 15. So I take usually, depending on the exercise, big compound type movements or large, you know, rows and stuff like that. I'll take a solid 2 minutes, maybe even 3 if I need it.
I think it's what you need between
heavy leg press, anything like that. You know, 2 to 3 minutes rest in between, and I usually do 3 to 4 sets of whatever I'm doing. But you know, and the smaller the body part, the least rest. But I usually at least rest a good 90 seconds. I think that's made a huge difference in allowing me to get a better, execute better with better form. And also the joints are not as creaky, man. Like like I seem to be getting like recoveries better when I do that.
That's the most important thing.
So, you know, it does make a difference. So, but yeah, I'm good to go for like a few more minutes for sure.
Okay.
There's Todd with a crazy concoction of some sort.
Eating a protein shake. Everybody's going to make fun of him for having a protein shake.
Here we are. Do we have fans at all? I know we got trolls now.
I don't know.
We got some. I
got
like
some. Like 2,000 people watched one of these, so we talked about something they enjoyed. But heck, I mean, we talked about the 90s. We didn't talk about wrestling yet. So there's all kinds.
What trolls were there for the last video? What did they complain about?
Well, for me, like I wrote one of my shorts where I was talking about longevity, how his age is really just another metric. And every comment on that on YouTube has been like, bro, what's your cycle? It's like, out of all the things that I do to be healthy,
how is that a
that's
troll,
the only fucking thing.
That's a good question.
Why would it matter what his cycle is? I never understood that, the fascination of other people's cycles.
I can tell you.
Your dose response is going to be specific to you.
If you're if you're bigger than me and then you're taking more than me and you're lying about what you're taking, right?
Yes.
Okay. And if you're smaller than me, you're taking too much or some shit like that.
That's right.
It's kind of like driving.
This is what I'm taking. Yeah. I'm thinking exactly this. Taking 100 tests a day, 50 Primo a day, 100 Master a day, and 20 Tren a day.
That sounds expensive.
I don't even know.
Shit.
I buy it years in advance. You know, I buy like okay,
you have like a stash.
You're gonna be like
massive mountain
Joe
of chemicals.
Steroids. Morton Joe of steroids.
Yeah. No, I just kept on worrying when I didn't have any money. I was thinking about The Walking Dead, and the number one thing I was worried about was injecting bad gear. So I was like, if I ever have money, I'm going to buy years worth of this shit so that if the world ends, I can just have canned food, shotgun shells, and bottles of test.
Yeah.
And that's all I need to survive.
Because you'll outlive everybody because you're moderately healthier.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
all I got to do.
Yeah.
I could literally just sit back long enough and let the zombies eat everyone and then die.
Yeah.
And then I could just, eventually the zombies will run out of food.
Quickly, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be more like 28 days.
There's not many Americans that can run from a zombie.
And less like Walking Dead. So it's like, I mean, fuck, if I have to, I could make the virus myself. But I'm kidding. I'm not. You guys will get the first antivirus before it gets released.
I don't want to survive in the zombie whatever universe. That sounds terrible.
All right.
I'll just
and I won't send you an antivirus. You can die with everyone else then.
Yeah, you can make a steroid virus and implant steroids into me and I just become an anadrol factory in my liver. It's just something
Why would
crazy.
we want to give other people our gains?
No. It's just for us. Like if we're gonna fantasize about shit, let's make viruses that make us huge as fuck.
Well, that would just be with genetic recomposition, right?
Sounds good to me.
We would just give ourselves the gene that the Nigerians are born with, so we just grow muscles, or we can knock out the myostatin gene, so we can just. I don't know how you'd be able to wipe your ass though.
Up your kegger.
I think that there's.
You're so big, you can make someone else wipe your ass.
Yeah, or
I don't
use
want to do
have
that.
a bidet.
You can also do a bidet because they're much cheaper.
Yeah.
All right, got to hire a workman to install everything because you'd never be able to bring your hands together to use tools.
Because you're just a fucking master.
And this is a downside because
I don't know how you'd even have sex with a girl. You'd be.
Well, that's very heteronormative. Whatever. It's like, a person.
Because sodomizing dudes would be easier. Okay. I would think that would be even harder. But
I don't know.
That sounds like a
Dig
zombie
deep, guys.
apocalypse from hell.
that'd be a very that's highbrow problems for the zombie apocalypse. Is my muscles are too big. I can't find any women to have sex with because I'm so big. It's like that would be the weirdest zombie apocalypse problem to have.
Yeah. And now I'm left alone in a world that's full of anything I want, everything I need, and I'm too big to enjoy it.
The world knows how to do it.
Yeah, it's just like you fall over and no one's left to get you back on your feet.
Yeah.
Drop your glasses like that one asshole in Twilight Zone.
Well, do you guys ever read The Stand? Stephen King's The Stand, the actual novel?
Yeah.
Read it?
Fuck no.
Remember that chapter he has like at the end of the initial wave, and there's the 10% that die not directly because of the flu, but because of shit that happens because of the flu. Like, the heroin addict that's like, oh shit, everyone's dead. I'm gonna go to my dealer's house and I'm gonna have heroin for life, and he immediately overdoses and dies.
Well, that is heroin for life, technically.
Well, yeah.
No, literally, not even technically, actually.
Yeah, and very short, just a very short window.
Literally. It's like one fentanyl laced pill,
right?
A lifetime supply.
I mean, or the guy that after the pandemic, he's alone in his entire neighborhood or city or suburb, but he jogs for his health, and then he like trips up, break a leg, so he's just dies of starvation and exposure because there's no one around to help.
Which is very normal in nature for animals to just break something and just be fucked.
Yeah.
Up you're dead.
Yeah. And then,
we'll be by to eat you later. Might not kill you.
Survive the super virus.
It'll taste good.
Yep. Survive the super virus only to die of that. Something dumb like that.
Right. I watched so many animal fight videos for years. That was all I watched. I'm telling you, man, eagle versus mountain goat is the best fight you've ever seen.
I hate that. I hate that fucking video. It upsets me so bad.
Wait, what? What is this?
I don't want to talk about it. Oh my god,
that one. That was pretty bad. But there's much worse.
I hate watching animals die. I don't like watching humans die either. I just don't like watching shit die.
Yeah. It's kind of rough.
Warhammer's fictional. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like fictional death, especially with cartoon characters, is not as upsetting as real people getting killed.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's for sure. I think that means you're human, Todd. That you're a good human.
I hate wastefulness. If you're not a necromancer, what are you going to do with the dead body?
Nothing.
But I mean, a dead person you can get a ghost and a zombie out of. So if you're a necromancer, you're extremely efficient. You actually can generate. You could take a very useless person and turn into a very useful zombie and a very useful ghost.
Yeah, and you'll never be bored because then you have somebody with you at all times if you want. To talk.
If I was, I wouldn't find the most useless person I know for that. I would find someone who's actually fun and smart.
For sure.
I'd have to convince them someone else killed them, and I got there just in the nick of time to save their soul. And now and then we're going to work together to find their killer. And of course, we'd never find them because it's me.
Fuck.
And you would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those darn kids.
That's a
No,
really
what's funny
good.
about people is they forget everything in about a year.
Yeah, that would make a really fun movie too. That would be a fun movie or book with that
It would
premise.
just be a good side character for your character in a group of characters.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like
sure
this
there's an
guy
anime
with this setup.
No, it's just like one of the characters in the group. He has a companion that happens to be a ghost, and he's telling this person, "I'm going to help you find the killer." And so she does all these things for him, starts people on fire, spies for him because they think they're a team, and really he was the one who killed her. You know, it's like, but she doesn't remember. So it's like
that'd be great.
It'd be very
That'd be a
easy to
fun
do with
story.
Giovanni
Uh-huh.
kills somebody, uses sepulcher, makes him into a ghost, uses forgetful mind and erases their memory that he was the one that killed her.
Yeah, boom, done. And now you have like the friend that you wanted to selfishly keep around forever.
Yeah.
You know, that's one way of doing it.
And then because
Shit.
the Giovanni are weird, they could just put the soul back in the body when they want to have sex with her.
Ew. But
That's
you're
how
out
the
of line, but
Giovanni
you're
were.
right.
I mean,
No, the Giovanni
The vampire
were
thing, right?
blood. They were necrophiliac.
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a clan. It's a clan. I guess a bloodline, really, right? Are the Giovanni considered a bloodline or the clan?
At this point, they're a bloodline again.
Okay. Yeah.
They were a
Yeah, they're not
bloodline,
that.
then they became a clan, then they became a bloodline again.
Yeah, that's true. So, well, shit.
Good.
Anyway, so now I'm the one who's gonna have to call it quits because I can hear my troops getting upset up there. By that I mean I gotta pay attention to the kids
Take it
and
back
the
to the
wife.
family. All good.
Yeah,
All right,
I
so
know,
necrophilia jokes are not going to be well received. I will remember this for
Mm-mm.
next time.
No, when my wife asks, "How was it? Do you have fun with your friends?" I'll be like, "Yes, I had fun, and I am definitely not telling you any details of what we talked about.
Nothing happened.
Not at all. You'll have to watch the episode if you want to know."
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, as usual, like I was saying when these guys took the pee break, thank you for the 1,000 or so people that for whatever reason found us amusing. We'll try to keep you amused. Bring your friends, comment, do all the things. And with that, guys, have a good night.
Live long and prosper.
Absolutely. Oh, you had to go there.